There are several things wrong with Roastbuster's behaviour of alleged group sex with often drunk underage girls and humiliating those girls on Facebook. Firstly, drunk girls cannot give consent, and there is uncertainty around their readiness for sex. Secondly, the humiliation of the girls while participating in group sex. And thirdly, the men's idealisation of being a stud and to be one at whatever cost. Overall, being part of the Roastbuster situation brings up two issues. Can someone consent if they have been drinking? And is it a sign if you drink before sex that you're not ready for sex? Whether someone consent when they have been drinking depends on how much they've been drinking. When someone is tipsy, they find it easier to talk and to initiate sex, as well as slightly more flexible in their decision making. But basic reasoning is still there. A person still having basic reasoning makes them able to consent even though they're more flexible in their decision making and find it easier to talk about and to initiate sex. The use of a little bit of alcohol being someone's only way to get into the state where they can engage in sexual activity is a sign that they need to think about, are they really ready for sex? If someone is drunk or wasted, their decision making is greatly impaired, therefore cannot consent. If someone is drunk, their decision making is greatly impaired because the voice in their head telling them something is a bad idea is getting ignored. The decision making when wasted is even more greatly impaired because they no longer care about the bad decisions they are making. If someone needs to take a decent amount of alcohol to enable them to have sex, that's an indication that they're not ready for sex. The idealisation of men being studs, which is men's manliness measured by how many people they have slept with. This is harmful to females and males. Signs of the idealisation of studs in the case of the Roastbusters is the way the Roastbusters brag about the group sex encounters. The reason the idealisation of studs is harmful to females is because it dehumanises the females by having them as another notch in the bedpost, instead of celebrating women for their uniqueness and individuality. It is harmful to men because it discourages males to have a healthy sexual engagement by putting a high value on getting laid and devaluing the needs and wants of those they have sexually engaged with. The Roastbusters were able to humiliate the often drunk underage girls which they had group sex with, while the Roastbusters gained status as a man. To humiliate the girls, slut-shaming was used. Slut-shaming is insulting someone, normally a woman, for expressing their sexuality in a way we do not like or approve of. In this culture climax, one just needs to name a woman that they have slept with to slut-shame them because of the way parts of this culture climax reacts to women having sex. The Roastbusters use Facebooks to name and often drink underage girls. The way part of the culture climax responded by tweets that used language that degraded the girls who the Roastbusters had sex with. An example of a tweet of this nature is, quote, "Roastbuster hoes mad cause everyone knows how easy they are, even their dads now know." The degrading language like hoes and easy slut shames the girls. Even the girls put them in the firing line to be slut shamed, therefore it's part of the slut shaming process. When the Roastbusters named the girls, they bragged about how they had group sex with them. The bragging did not lead them to getting slut shamed, but instead people wanted to know how they got with the girls. One site of Roastbuster had a profile where answered thousands of anonymous questions which many were of sexual nature. A question on that profile was, quote, "How would you get a girl into bed?" end quote. The Roastbuster responded with chloroform. Asking this kind of question of someone implies the Roastbuster knows how to get a girl into bed. It also puts him in a position of authority on how to get a girl into bed because giving him the chance to share how he does it. With the answer the Roastbuster has given, I hope no one respects his authority follows his advice. Any gender that is having a lot of sex or group sex, there is nothing wrong in itself. It is only a problem when they are devaluing, ignoring, and disrespecting the thoughts, emotions, and boundaries of and opinions of those they're having sexual engagements with. Also when that is done not in a safe manner.